Waves is smashing.
Can't go swim right there.
You can't. I don't think so. No, all the boats for when they go fishing. We are here at our first stop. It's not. Oh, so beautiful.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's wrong? Please, you visit the museum section.
Museum?
The museum right here.
10 minutes, we come into the guide to take a look.
Okay.
Okay.
The guide, my dad is self-taught. He's good inside. You read that. The guide will come.
You get that back there?
Yeah.
This is all the slaves came. Somebody in our ancestry, this is where they came. Maybe yours.
Mine. It's the Portuguese church. Elmina across the centuries.
Oh, wow.
That's how it used to look. Well, that's how it looks now. Wow. Wow.
Oh, so this is the Gulf of Guinea.
Where's the castle? Right here? Oh, I know.
I think it's right here.
Oh, this is it. We're right there. The environment.
That's big.
Like the Asante of the Warner. Oh no. They said this part is the self, and then after this, Prempe. Trade with Europeans. I come from all over to trade. From Benin, Mali, what is it, Guinea? C'est people in the culture.
is so closely tied to the slave trade that when slavery was abolished, Elmin's fortunes began to decline. So I guess it happened when the Dutch took over from the Portuguese. At first they used to trade gold, fish, and stuff like that.
Their education, religion. Well, this is the impact that the Europeans had on oh my goodness. I wonder how high we're gonna go. Oh wow, they imported. This is everything they imported from the Europeans. Sugarcane, tomatoes, carrots, cabbage, coffee from Asia, cassava and maize from Brazil, pineapple and citrus fruits from the New World. Architectural history. There's so much you didn't know about. Well, I didn't know about. They have the shackles. Oh no, I didn't even go on that side. The shackles our ancestors used to have to wear around their arms and legs. The pipes. Oh wow, their pots. Economic activities. Zip people. This is just beautiful. He must be our tour guide. Hello.
Male slave dungeon, female slave dungeon.
They had to separate the males from the females. Ooh, these some steep steps. Oh, snap. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. That's my fault. We're going to the female dungeon. Oh, that's a bug.
Please, before we start with the talk, he's built it.
Wow, 1482.
1482.
Wow.
But the thing is, way back 1471, the Portuguese started coming here. Now, when they came here, they were trading with our local people, and that was the barter trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was all about exchanging.
Yeah,
goods
pineapples
for
were
goods.
fruits. Yeah.
One thing was the Portuguese were giving the locals guns, gunpowder, tobacco, and other materials.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly, our local people were now exchanging these with gold. ivories, and other precious items. In fact, it came to a point that our local people were giving the Portuguese a lot of gold. This gave the Portuguese a mindset that this whole land we have here is in abundance
Of gold.
of gold. So they named the area
The Gold Coast.
Elmina. Elmina, and that means the gold mine. But this was corrupted or mispronounced to be Elmina.
Oh, so that's why. Oh, wow.
Elmina.
Elmina.
Another name for this town was Edina. But that's the local name for Elmina, Edina. But that is also a Portuguese word. The actual word is Aldeia.
Aldeia.
Aldeia, and that means a village in the Portuguese language. This was also corrupted to be Edina, and that has also come to stay. But the thing is, that should not tell us that Elmina never had a name at all before the arrival of the Portuguese. Elmina's traditional name is Anumansa. I want us to pronounce it Anumansa.
Anumansa.
It's a Ghanaian word. That means
Anumansa.
water that never gets finished.
Water that just keeps coming, keeps flowing.
Keeps flowing. Anumansa. It never ceases. It never gets finished.
Yes.
Anumansa.
Anumansa.
So that is the initial name for Elmina. Anumansa. Nana Kwame answered the first. They got him and he gave them that permission to build a castle here. And in those times, all these rooms we have at the ground floor, when we get to the main courtyard also, we have some there, I'll show you. These were used as warehouses. In these warehouses, they were keeping their incoming goods, like the clothes, the mirror, the guns, the gunpowder, and the outgoing ones, like the gold and ivories. However, when the slavery started in the early 16th century, all these warehouses we have here were now converted to be the slave dungeons, where they were keeping the African captives. And at a point in time, this castle could hold a minimum of 1,000 captives. 600 men and 400 women. I want us to have a look into how they were getting some of the African captives. One of them was the Europeans captured some of them on their own, and that was forced capture. Another way was the Europeans, they had a link with some of the Africans. These guys were slave raiders. Sometimes in a village, they can set the village on fire, they lay people ambush, they get them, they bring them here. But if we are to know of the biggest way by which they got many of the captives in here, then that was through the effects of inter-tribal wars. In fact, in Ghana right now, there are a lot of ethnic groups or tribes, but no matter our differences, we all see ourselves as one people. But in those times, that was not the case, because usually there were wars among the tribes. So for example, if tribe A defeats tribe B, most of the tribe B people were captured, and unfortunately, they found themselves here, and these were victims of wars. Now, around the year 1637, the Dutch fought the Portuguese in this castle, and they took over from them.
I've seen that in the
1637. And in the year 1872, the Dutch sold the castle to the British. No fights. The Portuguese, they stayed in this castle for 155 years. The Dutch stayed over here for 235 years. And the British were here for 85 years until the year 1957, when Ghana had independence. As we stand right now, Elmina Castle, now this is the oldest and the largest European building in the whole world in terms of the transatlantic slave trade. As we stand right now, Elmina Castle is 538 years old.
Wow.
538, and we are still counting. So this is a very, very short history about Elmina Castle.
It's an old castle.
Very, very old. They built it really good.
Please,
If
let's
it's
come
still
this way.
standing right to this day. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was a courtyard? Or no. What is this? Oh my god, they pick up the chains and stuff.
Oh, so sorry. Okay.
Oh wow.
We'll go there very soon. Where we are. Now, where we stood initially was the Great Courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
This is the inner courtyard.
The inner
Yeah.
courtyard?
As I said initially, these were warehouses, but they were later converted to be the female slave dungeons. Please, let's come over this way.
And that goes downstairs or something right there?
Yeah. Okay, let me show you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
water.
This is Portuguese water reservoir.
Oh, it keeps the water.
Can we have a look here? Some of these pipes you have here, they were laid around the castle during the Portuguese time, in a way that whenever it was raining, rainwater was directed to this reservoir.
Oh, and
the
it
water.
kept the.
So what we have here, it is not connected to the sea. This is harvested rainwater.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
To drink, or they used to drink?
In those times,
Yeah.
but right
Not
now,
right now.
Right now, no.
I know that much.
Please, let's come over here.
Wow. Stinks.
And what are these for?
Okay, so these roots we have here, these are normally brought in by African Americans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in memory of those
Of their
ancestors. This dungeon took the biggest number of women in this castle. Almost 150 women were lying on this floor.
In here?
In here.
Wow.
150. When they were here, there were two receptacles or containers. They put one container at the corner there, and they kept another one at the far end.
To go to the bathroom?
Yes. Now, if you want to go to the toilet, you get up, you do it. You want to vomit, you get up, you do it. Urinate, you do it. But because of the health problems, many of the captives were very weak, and they could not get up from where they were and visit those two containers to ease themselves.
So they just
So
did.
right now, the weak ones, they were practically going to toilet on this floor,
Oh my god.
urinating on this floor, vomiting on this floor. And when they had
So
their
sad.
menses, they had all their menstrual blood scattered, all the water flow mixed up with the toilets, vomit and everything. And there was no sleep in there. We can never imagine at all that kind of heat and the bad smell that was
Yes, that was.
the whole sleep
And
and
disease that caused.
you can never imagine that.
Oh my god. That is. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Oh my goodness. 150 women in here. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to run.
Now, can we have a look here? This gave them air, but here was closed. Now, back to the square hole we see. That was one of their sources of air. But the problem is, this hole we see was connected to this room. That is magazine. In this magazine, they were keeping guns and gunpowder.
Wow.
Also, that smell like.
Anytime there was a leakage, all the gunpowder toxic fumes was spread throughout the whole dungeons and pollute the air. Already the situation here is bad. And this coming
Make
in
it
wasn't
worse.
it. And this explains why a number of them died. Here when you die, they take it up and dump you deep into the sea.
Like what percentage of people died? Like 40%, 50%?
Around 30, 40.
30, 40?
Yes.
Wow.
And the captives stayed here for almost 3 months. That was the duration they spent in the
What?
castle here. Because usually it took the ships almost 3 months to move from Europe to Africa and also from Africa to Europe. Because in those times, their ships were being propelled by the wind.
Oh, yeah. And it couldn't
So
go
the
as
wind
fast.
stopped, they gotta stop.
That is that.
Wow. This is so sad. Oh my goodness.
So, what happened was soldiers in this castle, the merchants and the governors, they were raping the women. Because in those times, they never came along with their own wives. Here, anytime a governor wanted to rape a woman, he stays up here. That was the governor's balcony. He stays there and issues a command to the soldiers to open all the gates, for all the captives to come and line up here.
So he could pick which one
While
he
they are
wants.
here, he up there will now look through and select the woman he wanted to rape.
Wow.
Choosing. Soldiers will now fetch water here
Clean them.
and bath them because for the number of months they stayed in the dungeons, nobody brushed their teeth or washed them. Make you neat, and you are now taken to the governor's bedroom.
No,
So this
that's
is on personal brothel, pretty much.
pick what you want, pick who you want, clean them up.
Upstairs. You can go upstairs, or?
We are not going out.
Oh, okay. the stairs too old, huh? I figured.
Now,
You fall through.
this is the private access to the bedroom of the governor. So the female captives who were chosen walked up here. And you see there is a secret door up there. It's a trap door. They pulled it up. The women went through and they closed it. As we go up, I will show you the secret door.
Okay.
After raping them, they were brought back into the slave dungeons, stored as captives.
You're probably pregnant.
But because of these rape cases, some of the women got pregnant and they could not stay in the dungeons. Now, the European merchants who came here, most of them built a lot of stone houses outside the castle. And as you go up, I'll show you some of those stone houses. Now, the pregnant ones, they let them stay in those stone houses. And when they give birth and the kids are 4 years, they bring the children back to the castle and they're educated or trained. But in Ghana here, it is very common to see some of our brothers and sisters. If you look at their skin color, it's very light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the mixed race children.
Yeah.
And aside this, there are a lot of European names on the coastland. You may hear a name like De Heer, Van Dyke,
Van Dyke,
Van der Poel, Da Costa, Da Silva. There is Vroom, Villala, Wilberforce. We've got Peterson, Hutchison, Johnson,
That's my last name, Johnson.
Oh! Johnson, Blanson, Robertson, Fryson, and all the other sons. But I don't know if you're aware that Johnson means the son of John.
Yeah.
You've heard of that? And when it comes to the Dutch, like Van der Poel, Van means son.
So all of them are sons.
Son, good. So like if Van der Poel, then son of Dapol, then they made it Van der Poel.
Wow.
Wow.
I never knew
That's
that.
crazy.
I never
Van
knew that.
Dyke,
Son of John.
Dyke.
Son of Dyke.
Son of Dyke. So Van Dyke.
Van Dyke.
That is
Wow.
Wow.
But the thing is, not all the women allow themselves to be raped. Some that resisted and never took a step up here.
Oh, they fought back.
Never ever.
Did they kill them when they refused? They were killed them when they
So
refused.
when you refuse, you are punished. Let's see what was done to you.
Oh, look, he don't want to. It's so sad.
Oh, that's when they would get chained. Oh, God.
What do we have here is a cannonball. In those times, there were 8 of these balls here. There were chains here. These chains were fixed to the feet of those
You have to
captives.
drag it.
Now, rain or shine, they were here in chains. Day and night, they were here in chains.
That's torture.
This treatment was given to them so that the other female captives inside,
And see,
when they see this, they become afraid, never ever to resist
Don't do.
massive.
the government's orders. This ball we have here, it weighs 25 kilograms. You cannot run out.
Oh man, that's heavy.
That's solid
Wow.
right there. Oh my goodness.
Let's
And
see
this
what
is
happens.
also.
Now,
Was their blankets?
so yeah, so what is happening? All these clothes and chains we have here. On July 2016, an exhibition was held in Elmina Castle with the title "The Return of the Slaves." Yeah, about 60 people from Ghana, Nigeria, UK, and the US. Some also came from DR Congo. They came and slept in the dungeons for 12 hours.
Wow.
So from 6 p.m. in the evening to 6 a.m. in the morning, they were in the dungeons. They wanted to show how the slave trade was going on back in those times. And these are some of the clothes and chains they used for the exhibition. People from many countries came here to observe 12 hours in the slave dungeon, the return of the slaves. However,
don't
all
think I
these
could do
materials we
it.
have here, they are not original.
No.
Just for the exhibition 2016.
Oh, okay.
So
What were the
similar
rocks
to
for?
what they
Similar,
did with
that is that.
What they use the rocks for?
Yeah, so good one. So they use it to cover their waist.
Oh,
Yes,
just the
and-
weight?
Just the waist.
Oh,
Yeah, and
wow.
the chains on their feet and hand.
Oh,
Just for
wow.
the exhibition 2016. All right. Let's have a look here. These are the original iron bars. In those times, these bars were all here.
Oh,
All
wow.
But because of the rusting, many are destroyed. That the sea, corrosion and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So now
yeah.
rusted, yeah. So they replaced them with these wooden bars. These are the original iron bars.
Wow.
In the next 2 minutes,
That
we
is
can walk
so
around, take
sad.
some quick pictures. And
What is those over there?
Good question. So during the exhibition, they put kerosene inside and lit.
Oh, that's how
matches.
they had light.
Oh, it's their lamps.
Crazy.
Like you see the movies, but to actually like be here and actually see where they were kept, how many of them were in here, like that's just.
150 that one, probably like 200.
Oh snap! I stepped on it. Oh my goodness, little thing. This is so sad. Like what we endured, what we went through, like. Oh my God. And this is where the men.
So let's have a look here. So, where we are. Over here was a storeroom. Particularly here, they were keeping branded irons.
Branded iron.
Branded irons. Yeah, most of the captives were branded. That iron they put
Yeah.
in fire, take up,
And
stand.
then-
Yeah, yes, all of that. Many died because they could not withstand
Yeah,
hot.
going to shock.
Oh, so they would have shock and they have a heart attack or something. And
Now, whenever the ships arrived, all the male captives in chains is what they passed and entered the room of no return. So we are at the male transit dungeon.
how many?
And it was 600, all 600 males in here.
Here, nobody stayed here.
Oh no, they didn't stay
That's
right
the
there.
transit place. When the ships
Oh, okay.
I'll show you when they stay. It says for air and light. We have that description over there. Slave exit.
Slave exit
So it means
to
we are
waiting
waiting
boat.
over there.
You can go here.
Yes, we will go there. So put on your
Hold on.
flashlight. Mind your step, your head. Please mind your head for me. One
You're
step
tall.
down. All right.
Oh, this where
Just stay there.
the females
Yes.
came.
So the male captives in chains are moved into the room of no return. That is the
That's
female.
so short, but they had to kneel down,
You have to very low, stoop low before you can move in there. That's the female exit. But in those times, this was a staircase.
Oh,
steps.
stair. Oh, okay.
huh? So they can walk down.
And now like just the water to go all the way out. Wow.
Okay. We are not going to see the room of no return. You have to mind your head and bend very low, and mind your steps also.
Oh.
Very, very low. Very, very low.
I'm short, so you know. Oh wow. And this was just the walkthrough. Nobody stayed here.
So, but it's like the drainage, the small gutter is here.
Under here.
Oh, it's under.
Yeah. But sometimes it overflows and that's how come it comes.
Oh,
And this was getting straight onto the ship.
So what is happening is we are in the room of no return, and that is the door of no return. All the captives pass through this door. But in those times, the sea was close to the castle.
Yeah.
But right now it has gone back.
over the years,
Over the years it has
pushed back.
Now, there were small canoes that were brought just close here, and there was a staircase there. So the captives in chains will get down into those smaller boats, and they are taken to the jetty,
Oh.
where bigger ships
Oh, the
were anchored.
oh
Because they
my
were arranged
God.
into those bigger ships. They are taken to places like America and the Caribbean islands, like Jamaica and Haiti.
Honduras. That's my grandma's from Honduras.
Oh, I get you. So it is throughout this door and other reasons that explains why there are Africans scattered all around the world.
That's so sad. This was the original like door.
That's the size of the door.
How are you
And
supposed?
So
could
the
barely
size
fit.
of the door should not tell us that some of the captives did not have weight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since because of the health problems in the slave dungeons, people
Skinny,
sleep in
skinny.
their own toilet, many go sleep or lean. And even aside that, for human beings, no matter what happens, someone can still kill shape, like have enough weight during that time. But the issue is, this is the only way out. So whichever way you have to pass through,
You
you
gotta
must
get
pass
through.
through. Because they are waiting boots.
Wow, that's
All these
sad.
boots are brought in in memory of those who are dead. Room of no return and the door of no return. Take some quick pictures and we will continue.
I accidentally pressed stop when I was going to take a picture. You hold that. Fan.
Maybe yeah. It is
Hi.
similar to what we see in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an epitaph written in Old Dutch language in memory of this Dutch governor, Governor van Tet. This man was from Zeeland. This is one of the provinces in Holland.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Governor Tet was the last Director General of the Dutch West Indies Company. This man
The biggest trading company in the world.
This man came here on 16th January 1758, and he died on 12 March the same year. He just died at the age of 41. Died of malaria. And this man was buried here, 1758, malaria.
Oh, he was born like right here. Wow.
But you see, while he was here as a governor, there was a Dutch priest staying in this castle. That's the name A. Andersee on Era, a village in Zeeland, in Holland. He wrote this short tributes for texts. He was describing texts as honest and God-fearing. And it is only the priest, A. Andersee, who can explain to us why texts was God-fearing. If you look at the troubles of the captives back in the slave dungeons, texts God-fearing.
Wow.
I wish I can piss right now. It's great.
An everlasting memory?
This plaque we have here, this serves as the mission statement of the tour. All of us here, as we walk through the slave dungeons, usually that should be in the everlasting memory of the anguish of our ancestors. In that those who died,
Rest in peace. May those
who
who
return from
their roots.
Humanity never again perpetrates such injustice against humanity.
We, the living, vow to uphold this. Wow.
Mission statements of the tour.
The mission statement of the tour. Get a good view of that.
So
Wow.
these two small cells we have here, I want us to see the differences. First, you enter this one.
Here. Oh, thought it was connected. Wow, this is so tiny.
Super tiny.
He's locking us in here. Where are we going? Look at all the rusted with the chains and stuff. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hold on.
This is European soldier cell. For stubborn soldiers. Some left the castle, no permission. Others got heavily drunk. They were arrested and brought in the misbehaved. And from this cell, nobody died. There was fresh air all over the place.
I can hear
Everywhere
it.
you feel the breeze.
We are going to check the other one too. Please don't forget, I'll keep you in there for some few seconds before I join you.
Oh, okay. I should have brought a water bottle or something to put right here. Oh, darker. What are you supposed to do in it? I'm already claustrophobic. I can't be in here this long. I wish I brought a water bottle. It's so dark. There's like no air.
Condemned cell.
That is.
For the captives who were fighting for their freedom. Freedom fighters. Anybody who was brought here died. Here they died because of heat. They had no water, no food.
Wow.
They had to take it up and dump you into the sea. Condemned cell. That's what happened.
That's why it has the X up there.
Because everybody that come in here died.
That is it.
That's why I figured as soon as I seen it.
You should have You should have brought your grandpa's ashes so we could put some in the water or in the ocean.
Now let's come in this way.
Spray it over the ocean. No. A part of him could be with the ancestors. I always do that.
Have a seat here for me. course of the tour, what we have been observing a lot of these designed bricks. All the yellow bricks and the red bricks. Red bricks were brought from Portugal. The yellow ones were from Holland. In those times, these bricks, we put them in their ships to serve as a ballast. That was to give the ships extra weight for stability. Yeah. When they came here, they used them in raising up the structure. And when they are leaving, they will go with the captives and the other precious items as weights for their ships.
Because they didn't need the bricks.
The structure at the center is the Portuguese church. First Roman Catholic church in this country.
Right there? The first one we went
That's
in?
the first one we went in. Built in the year 1596. In those times, the Portuguese were Catholics. So that's where they worshipped. But you see, in the whole world, every church has a symbol to identify it. We had the Roman Catholic Tower on top of the church. When the Dutch came in, they removed the Catholic Tower and divided the church into two. On the first floor, they used it as junior soldiers' mess. Soldiers were drinking and eating there. And they used the hall below as a marketplace for trading.
Oh, wow.
Buying and selling of captives.
Wow.
Cow teeth?
Captives.
Captives.
Yes. During the Dutch time. Now, when the British got in here, they converted the two halls to be classrooms for their policemen who were trained in this castle. But as we sit right now, in a museum, so it has gone through 4 phases.
Yeah.
Church.
Bar room after the church, huh?
Church and a dining place, markets, classroom, and now a museum.
Now museum. Wow.
Initially, all the rooms at the ground floor here were warehouses that were converted to be the male slave dungeons.
The map.
We had a minimum of 600 men held down here. 600 men.
On both sides, this side too,
Yes,
and
all of it.
the whole.
Minimum 600
Oh wow.
at a time. Let's have a
Females
look up
didn't
here.
have
On
a
this
chance.
first floor were rooms for merchants, soldiers, and the missionaries.
Oh, that's good.
Merchants, missionaries, and soldiers. First floor. No, I think you have to come in here so that you can get it. Easy? Good. That's good.
Oh wow.
So I take it again. Male dungeons.
At the bottom.
The first floor, rooms for merchants, soldiers, missionaries.
Where are the
Second
exits?
floor for the deputy governor. And the first floor for the governor himself.
Where are the exits for?
Excellent question. They are not symbols. It's something like bolts and nuts that have been skewed to the wall for strengthening.
Oh.
So in this castle, your position will tell you where you have to stay.
Oh.
The higher you are.
Okay.
Now, that wall over there with the metal on top, you have another one here,
Yeah, I was just about to ask about
and
that
some
one.
of them around the castle. These are buttresses supporting walls added by the Dutch.
Like stay stronger.
Yes, for reinforcement. Now, the metals we see on top, in the year 1948, the British were here. They used this castle as a police training school. Yeah, their policemen were every day climbing it, up, down, up, down.
Oh, these things?
To
These right
exercise-
here, yeah.
To exercise their
Wow.
muscles. Training. And maybe after the tour, you can also give a try of the exercise
Yeah,
after the tour.
definitely.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Get that off your eye.
Let's stay up here.
How many times have you done this?
So many times. So many ways.
Still on your eye. Going to the secret door. Oh wow. You could buy
So
stuff.
I'm going to show you the documentary that I made mention.
Okay.
Oh wow. Ooh, That bag is nice.
By the way, where we are was the conference room. That's where they did their meetings. But right now it's a cut shop. You have enough time to walk around. Yeah, have a look. How they catch them on the ships. So they are running on the ships.
Oh wow.
Wow.
No fucking way.
Usually,
No way.
come into the castle, you see the chains on their neck. So they know they can run away.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are the documentaries. We have this video too. The tour of the Elmina Castle, so dungeons.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it covers everything.
Wow.
Yes. Have a look there, please. And the offer seal as well.
Okay.
Very
How much?
important document. It's 50 each. Yes. This is 100.
The big one?
The big one's 100. And that's 50 each. Very detailed documentaries.
That's crazy.
I told you. I want the video. Wow. Look at the paintings. Oh my god, I want a painting. I want that bag. You gonna get one?
I can get this one, big one. I'll get this one.
You give him that one.
You
You gotta pay
get
for
this?
that.
You get this? The two of you. This two. Very important.
Video.
I thought you were getting it.
Oh no, we're getting the
I
big.
get you.
We're gonna get the big one.
So, have some time up around. This is for the children. The story for school children. It's a lot of pictures for the understanding.
Oh, so they can understand.
For school children. So maybe if you have a sister or somewhere, you can get one for them.
Oh. Oh my god, the elephants. I want an elephant.
Doesn't make some though.
Oh, they have the fanny packs. I'm not saying I want an elephant. What is that? I like that. That was nice. Where you put this? Put them right here? I'll put them right there. They like actually carve these. These are like hand carved.
Yeah, these are
No, it's for that one.
Oh no, like they actually carved it though.
Yeah,
like
they carved it. It's
oh.
carved.
Wow. I want one. And it could be like a seat or a table, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet, Monte. I don't think we're there yet.
Oh, you got elephant.
I know, I want it. Oh, you talking about this one? I'm getting this one. Oh my god, I didn't even see this one. This one's nice. 400 CDs. I want one of those elephants though. But I'll take this one. Look at my elephant. I'm gonna get this one. Oh wow, you're higher. You can see the ocean
That
and
structure there and the other one there. They are watchtowers.
oh, the watchtower.
Additions made by the Dutch. The Dutch put soldiers on top of them to watch over the castle for security.
Watching in or watching out?
Watching out.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
when the British got in here, they converted the rooms below to be prisons.
Oh, wow.
In that prison, they kept a popular Asante king by name Nana Prempeh the First. He was held in there, and in the other prison, they put a popular Asante queen mother by name Ja Asantewa.
Oh, wow.
Ja Asantewa, one remarkable thing was, when she was 60 years old, she led a war against the British. Like, for the protection of the Asante Kingdom golden stool.
That was before
And
she was
that-
captured or after?
That was before.
Before.
And
When she
after
was
that war, that's when she got captured and
And was brought in
took
here.
over there. Oh, wow.
Later, they were all taken into exile in Seychelles Islands.
The Shells Island?
Seychelles Islands.
Oh.
Mm.
How far is this far? Like,
A little bit far.
oh, I
Now,
got
after the meeting,
Google
the
it.
governor stays here and addresses people downstairs. Another
Oh.
governor's balcony.
Can you take a picture of us?
Yeah,
right here?
am I? That's all.
Oh, this is where.
You will come back here, so
Oh, okay. Wow. What was that?
we are at the Dutch Reformed Chapel because
Wow.
they didn't use the Portuguese church. This is what they built their church.
For them.
Psalms.
Can you have a look up here? There's a scripture up there, Psalm 132 verse 14. That is an old Dutch language. And what it means is Zion is the resting place of the Lord, and the Lord stays here forever.
Oh, wow.
But you see, the floor below is a female slave dungeon.
Underneath.
Underneath.
Right
So
under.
while the women were down there sleeping in their toilet and suffering down there, there was a church service up here. The Dutch Reformed Chapel.
That's sad.
A minute, you can take a picture out, then we continue.
There's a lot of. You don't have to record. My phone's been down. Oh wow, you can see everything.
The dining hall for senior officers.
Oh, wow.
The floor below is the female dungeon, many female captives.
The 150, yeah.
So while they were down there suffering, there was party of the officers.
You can hear it from down here.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Let's have a look down here. These are boats.
Oh, wow.
All filled with seawater. This is outer boat. Outer boat. Filled with seawater.
Oh.
On your left, there is a new bridge with a chain. It's a drawbridge. It was pulled up so nobody could enter.
Oh.
The boats are full of water. Outside the top. It's a Dutch navigational compass.
Mm-hmm.
All colored up.